Hello. I invite you to continue our series of calm reflections on the book, Our Home by André Luiz, a spiritual journey into life after death, responsibility, and the maturation of consciousness. Chapter 6 is titled, A Valuable Warning. This chapter does not take us to new places. It does not reveal new structures of the spiritual world. Instead, it brings us to the very center of inner work. Because not all suffering disappears when help arrives, sometimes it only changes its form. After a period of care and treatment, André begins to feel physically better, yet when the strongest pain subsides, something else emerges. His thoughts return to earth, to his family, to his wife and children. Longing appears, fear appears, a deep sense of separation. André begins to reflect on his life as a chain of losses and injustices. He feels that he has suffered greatly, on earth: illness, struggle, disappointment, after death, wandering, loneliness, fear. And it is in this inner state that he meets Clarencio. Clarencio listens attentively. He does not interrupt, he does not dismiss the pain. But when André finishes his long outpouring of suffering, a question is asked, a question that changes the direction of everything. Do you truly wish for spiritual healing? This question is not an accusation, it is an invitation to maturity. Clarencio explains that constantly speaking about oneself, about one's pain and wounds, though understandable, can become a new form of illness. Complaint is not always relief, sometimes it becomes a prison of thought. Spiritual healing requires not only external help, but also inner discipline, new ways of thinking, a different focus of attention. Clarencio reminds André that his family on earth has not been abandoned, that the same divine care guiding him also watches over those he loves. Family is sacred, but it is not possession, it is part of a greater, universal family. Love is not despair. True care is expressed through inner strength, the strength that allows us to remain useful. In the spiritual world, just as on earth, there is work, there is effort, there is responsibility. The difference is this: here, status and material security no longer matter. What matters is inner labor, and the lasting achievements of the immortal spirit. Pain is not punishment, it is an opportunity for growth. Struggle is not a curse, it is a path. Some souls, faced with duty, lie down and complain, others rise and accept the task as a sacred inheritance. This conversation does not extinguish André's feelings, it does not erase his love for his family. But it brings order to his inner world. It teaches him that tears of despair do not build good, and that if we truly love, we must learn to love wisely. In the silence that follows these words, André begins to understand that spiritual health does not come from dwelling on suffering, but from the willingness to grow. Chapter 6 is a valuable warning for all of us. It shows that suffering can become a teacher, or a prison. That help from above works only when we stop feeding our lamentations, and begin to build new inner attitudes. And perhaps the most important question of this chapter is: are we able to stop speaking only about our pain, and begin living in such a way that our existence, even after death, becomes useful? In the next chapter, we will see how André gradually moves from being only a patient to becoming a student and a co-worker. The journey continues. See you soon.